Hello.
Hi Daisy, how are you today? Can you hear me?
And here.
You can't hear. No sound? Um, can you try say one, two, three?
Three.
Okay, I can hear you. You
I
maybe
can hear you now.
you can hear me now. Okay, good. Maybe the connection was just starting. How's it going, Daisy? How are you?
I'm very good. How about you?
I'm very good too. Um, Today's Wednesday, the middle of the week. Uh, The only interesting thing happening my side is tomorrow I will go to the airport. My mom and dad are coming back from a trip. So I will go and get them from the airport. What about you? What's
Oh.
happening? What's happening your side?
Yes. Yesterday, I did the Chinese competition
Hmm?
pre-test. Like I sent a video, and today was the English pre-test.
So you sent an English video.
I sent the Chinese video, and yesterday, I sent the Chinese that video, and today in school we did English pre-test.
How did today go? Everything okay? Was it a written
Yes,
it was a test or a speech?
speech.
It was a speech. Okay. So you did your speech today, you sent the Chinese one yesterday. When do you get the result from sending the video?
I think on Friday.
This week, Friday, okay? Let's see what happens. Good. Daisy, are you ready to start? Is there anything you want to share?
Um, now.
Okay. So there's some cool news happening in space right now. I want to share that with you first. So in space, there is something called the ISS, International Space Station. Have you heard about
I
the
know. I know SIS, but I don't know ISS.
Okay, so ISS is International Space Station. I'm going to show you a picture.
International Space
Station.
Space Station.
Okay, so here is the ISS. It's a very giant uh, aircraft, and inside there are astronauts. Daisy,
Oh.
these astronauts live in this International Space Station. They live and work in here. So right now there are astronauts in the International Space Station. And the International Space Station is orbiting the Earth. Can you say for me the ISS is orbiting the Earth?
The ISS is orbiting the Earth.
Now, 3 months ago, Daisy, 3 months ago, there was a rocket ship called Boeing Starliner. Boeing
Oh.
Starliner, and it had two
Yeah.
astronauts. And Boeing Starliner flew up to space and it went to the International Space Station.
Whoa.
And those
Into.
Well, it joined. It joined. So the rocket ship joined. Uh, it became a capsule. So we call it the Boeing Starliner capsule, which is the piece that the astronauts are inside. It looks like this.
Uh-huh.
Let me show you a picture of it. Okay, this is the capsule. So this is Boeing Starliner capsule. The astronauts were inside this capsule, and this capsule joined to the International Space Station, and then the two astronauts joined the other astronauts. Now, while they were only supposed to be there for 7 days, can you say for me the two astronauts were only supposed to be there for 1 week?
The two astronauts were supposed to be in the space.
Well, they were supposed to
in
be in the International Space Station,
the International Space Station for 7 days.
but it's already been 3 months. And the reason why they didn't come back yet is because the capsule has a problem. There is a safety problem on the capsule. There is a gas leak on the capsule. So they are stuck in the International Space Station. They cannot use the capsule to come back to Earth. Why? Because it's too dangerous. There might be an issue, there might be a problem coming back. So they said no.
And how can they come back?
Good question. Well, first, I want to show you this capsule. Okay, you said, how can they come back? Next year, February, there is another rocket ship that is going up. It's from a company called SpaceX. Do you remember SpaceX?
That Elon Musk or something.
Elon Musk, yes. So it's Elon Musk's company. SpaceX will build a rocket ship. They're already building it now. And in February next year, they will fly up and they will bring back those 2 astronauts.
For astronauts, they should be in the International Space Station for a very long time.
They were only supposed to be there for 1 week, and it's been many months now. So, yeah, it's an interesting story. It's an interesting development. Right now, Daisy, right now, they are up there. They cannot come back now.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. So, let's read here. Can you read for me the title? Boeing Starliner.
Boeing Starliner capsule is back on Earth while crew will hitch a SpaceX ride home in 2025.
So what happened 2 days? No, this is 3 days ago. 3 days ago, the capsule came back to Earth, but it was empty. Daisy, why did they bring the capsule back to Earth empty? Why did they leave the astronauts at the ISS?
Because the capsule had a safety problem because the gas leak.
Good. And it was too dangerous. Too dangerous to put the astronauts inside. All right, Daisy, any questions? Here you can see a video of the capsule. This is the capsule leaving the International Space Station.
Bye-bye.
It's leaving and it's going back to Earth. Okay, Daisy, any questions about this capsule? Any questions about space?
Why can't people send rockets more faster?
Why can't people sell?
I send.
Send. One more time. Why can't people send rockets more often?
Yes.
Because it's very expensive. Daisy, they do send rockets. They send rockets a few times a year. A few times a year. Rockets are always going up and down, up and down. And they need to send food. They need to send supplies to the other astronaut. So there are always rockets going up a few times a year. Can you say for me? Rockets fly to space a few times a year.
Rockets fly to space a few times in a year.
All right.
Is that gas leaking?
So that's not the gas leaking. That's actually the thrusters. There are small jets of air, thrusters, because they need to turn the capsule. They need to turn it in a special direction. Okay, but it looks like a gas leak. Yeah, it looks like a gas leak. Right, let's move on to a cornfield. Daisy, did you ever go to a corn farm and walk through a cornfield?
No.
No. What kind of farms have you visited?
A strawberry farm, a pineapple farm.
The pineapple one I remember. It was in Hawaii.
Yes.
Okay, but look at these corn farms. These cornfields, they are so tall, you can get lost in them, right?
Yes.
So why can we get lost? Because they are so,
Because
yeah,
they're so tall, so we can't see the way.
exactly. They are so tall and they are so close together. So close together. So, there was a boy, a 3-year-old boy, and we call that a toddler. He's just learning to walk, learning to talk. So, this toddler, he went inside the cornfield and
And without like parents.
without parents, alone.
Why?
Well, he's a toddler. He was just walking and exploring, and no one was watching. And look at how big this cornfield is. It's huge. So there's the man, and if you zoom out, you'll see just the size of this cornfield. Okay, so Daisy, how can they find this boy in the cornfield?
Maybe that's one. Or it is. I think it is a long time ago, but like some person like made a sensor that like, or if they're fire, like they can like they can like know if person that person and like fire and like
Heat.
baby heat,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
can like that sensor maybe they can use it.
Okay, I think you remember from a few months ago we looked at this. We looked at the thermal image.
Yes.
So they used a drone to find the toddler. They used the drone to find the toddler, and on the drone there was this thermal camera. Daisy, what are these colors that we see on the thermal image?
That kind of green, blue, and red.
Okay, so red, that animal that we see here, the red, yellow, and the green. What does that tell us? Is that warm or is that cold?
Warm.
Okay, can you say for me? The red, orange, and green is warm colors.
The red, orange, and greens are cold,
Warm.
warm color.
And then the background you can see is very dark and blue. Is that warm or is that cold temperature?
The blue color is a cold temperature.
Okay,
Cold temperature.
so you understand how this image works. What information we can take from this image? We can find living things. We can find warm things. How do we know if something is how do we know if it's a baby, if it's a toddler? How will it be shown in the image?
It will be green, orange, and red.
Exactly.
color.
And the background will be blue. So we will be able to see.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read here. Can you read for me, Daisy? Toddler gone missing.
Toddler gone missing in 10-foot tall cornfield is finally detected during nighttime search for the 3-year-old.
Daisy, any questions about the cornfield?
How tall is that 10 foot
10 foot.
in like
In meters. Good. Let's convert. So we get the converter. Convert feet to meters. And there is our calculator. So, well, Daisy, you tell me if 1 foot is 0.3, how many meters is 10 foot?
0.48.
One more time?
3.048 meter.
Perfect. Yeah, I would have accepted 3. If you said it's about 3 meters, perfect. So 10 foot is 3 meters tall, Daisy. That is very, very tall. Okay, next one. Let's go to Colorado. Do you remember where is Colorado?
That a place that like that bears come very many.
Okay, so Colorado is in America, and yes, there is this bear. A lady started filming this video, and she saw the bear trying to get onto the hammock. This is the hammock. Daisy, did you ever sit on or lie down or sleep on a hammock?
Yes, when I went to camping, I did, but now I did.
Okay, so
I don't.
when you went camping, did you set up the hammock?
One time the other family that went with us, I went there. I never like we have, but we didn't use.
You have it,
If
but
I
you didn't.
want,
Maybe you were having too much fun, and it was too much time to set up.
I think so.
All right, so let's see what happened to this bear. Can you read for me? Hilarious video.
Hilarious video shows bear attempting to get into a hammock in Colorado.
Daisy, let's watch this video and have a look at the struggles of the bear. Can, can you say for,
So cute.
it's very cute. Can you say for me? The bear is trying to get into the hammock.
The bear is trying to get in the hammock.
But there is a problem, Daisy. What's the problem?
The bear is too only. Maybe it's moving so fast.
It's struggling to balance. It cannot balance on the hammock because it's too heavy. It's too big. So, can you say for me? The bear cannot balance on the hammock.
The bear cannot balance on the hammock.
So, it keeps falling down. Daisy, the lady who is recording this video, this is her house. She lives here, and this is her hammock. So, how do you think this lady feels? What is her emotion?
Why is that bear getting on my hammock?
Okay, well, she's asking this question, but how does she feel? Is she angry? Is she worried?
But I think I will be surprised and worried about the bear and the hammock. Maybe the hammock can
Rip. The hammock can rip, so she might be worried, she might feel angry. What about scared? Is there a possibility of being scared?
Yes.
Yeah, why?
Because maybe the bear, if the bears look at her, maybe it will attack.
Exactly. It's a dangerous animal and it's in her garden. Maybe the bear can come back, like you said, attack.
But the bear is so cute.
It is a very cute animal. It's a nice interaction. Right, so this lady, she can feel many emotions. She can be excited because it's a funny video. She can feel scared because the bear can attack. Or she might feel angry because the bear ripped her hammock. Right. Daisy, any questions about this article?
Uh, mm, mm, um, mm,
That's okay.
how much time did the bear try to go on the hammock?
5 minutes. Daisy, 5 minutes the bear tried to climb onto.
It has very very good like it tried very many times.
Yeah, 5 minutes is a long time to try this, especially for an animal, a bear. So I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if it was trying to sit. I think maybe it was just trying to play. It was enjoying the. So it was playing for 5 minutes and then it got bored.
Like if the bear was so smart and it got on the hammock and it balanced it, maybe it could be like,
Maybe it saw a human sitting in the hammock, lying down in the hammock, and then it learned that it can lie down too. All right, let's move on to Italy. Let's go to Italy. Which continent is Italy in, Daisy?
Europe.
It is in Europe, and
And
there is an airport here. This airport,
oh,
they
wow.
built something green on the rooftop of this airport. What do you think this green thing is that they built?
Mm, uh, maybe on winter we can like ride those that slide.
Okay, so it could be a slide. Daisy, this is not this is not a slide. This is a vineyard. A vineyard is a farm for grapes.
Ah,
A grape farm. So here is the vineyard. Have you ever been to a vineyard? You said you went to the pineapple farm and the strawberry farm. What about the grape farm?
I never went, but I wish I could. It could be fun.
What's the difference between this vineyard and the cornfield? We can get lost in the cornfield. Can we get lost here?
No, I think no, maybe not because like the distance of two lines of the grapes are like wide.
Good, yes. And it's not so tall.
Yes.
All right. Let's read here. Can you read for me? Tuscany's new airport.
Tuscany's new airport terminal will have a vineyard on the roof, obviously.
Daisy, why would they decide to grow this vineyard on the rooftop? Why didn't they grow somewhere else? Look around and see, why did they build it on the rooftop?
Maybe there were too many buildings.
Too many buildings. It's too busy in the area around. So this is a good use of space. They used this space very smart. Because Daisy, if they didn't grow the vineyard here, it will just be a roof. It will be a waste of space. So this is a
Maybe we can put a solar panel.
well, yeah, that's the other alternative. Put solar panel or put a vineyard. So let's talk about this, Daisy. Why would they put a vineyard?
Because there are so many buildings, so they are so it is too busy. So they use the roof very smart.
Okay, so now you said they could have put solar panel. If they put solar panel, Daisy, they will make electricity, and then they can sell the electricity, right?
Yeah.
So now what about the vineyard? They grow the vineyard to make something, to sell something. What is that?
The grapes.
Okay, so are they selling the grapes? What is Italy known for? Italy is famous for a few things. Do you know what is Italy famous for? What kind of food and drink?
Oh, Italy. But I don't know Italy very much.
Wait, what's the difference? Italia and what is Italia? Italy is the country. What is Italia?
Other place.
So, Daisy, Italy is famous for spaghetti, for pasta, for pizza, and it's famous for wine. What is wine? What is wine made from?
like a kind of grape juice with some alcohol.
Grapes. Grapes. Can you say for me? Wine is made from grapes.
Wine are made from grapes.
One more time. Wine is. Wine is made
Uh,
from grapes.
Wine is made from grape.
Plural. Grapes.
Wine is
Made from.
made from grapes.
Okay, that's better.
Feel.
Daisy, the last article for today is a little thief. A little thief. This cat is a burglar.
What
This
is a burglar?
burglar is someone who is taking things that don't belong to them. A thief. So the cat
You
is
are a cat.
the cat is going around the neighborhood and look at some of the items that it took. What items do you see here?
Gloves, socks, and some like babies like singing.
Okay. Gloves, socks, shoes, clothes. Let's read here. Can you read for me? Town is missing.
Town is missing its clothing as four-pawed cat burglar pilfers items from neighbors and brings them home.
Okay, four-pawed cat. You know, it has four paws, four legs. And it pilfers, it takes. It takes items that don't belong. Say again?
Amazing cat.
Amazing cat. All right, Daisy, let's review the articles that we did today. I'm going to show you one image from each article and you will explain what we spoke about. I will help you, but let's try.
So that to SpaceX I Boeing star added the that space
What about
spacecraft
Yeah, what about the spacecraft?
spacecraft Boeing Starline there were two astronauts inside there and they were meant to be in the space for 7 days.
International Space Station.
International Space Station for 7 days, but the capsule, Boeing Starliner capsule, had a safety problem because the gas leaked. So they should wait for the SpaceX, the space some space that SpaceX from Elon Musk comes next year February.
Good.
3 years old toddler was missing in a 10-foot tall cornfield, and the people find with the drone that has a
Thermal camera.
thermal camera.
Daisy, can you explain how does the thermal image look like? How do we see the information?
The things that are red, orange, and green, it means they are warm. And the things that are blue, it means they are cold. There in Colorado, try to get into a hammock for 5 minutes in some woman's house.
Daisy, that was a brilliant class. Always good English practice. Well done. Do you have any questions for me?
Next week, do we do the class?
If you are available, we will have the class. If you are not available, if you are busy, we will not have class. So it's up to you. I will message your mom next week.
We can.
Okay, good. Then I will see you next week. See you next week, Daisy.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.